mighty hand.
Many skeptics and atheists, like Matt Dillahunty of the Atheist Experience, for instance, will often point to the Old Testament rules regarding slavery as supposed proof that God is immoral. Therefore, God is weak. Therefore, the idea that God exists is implausible. Therefore, you should not be religious. Therefore, you should be an atheist. Well, there are several things wrong with this. First of all, atheism as a system is morally bankrupt. It has no two legs to stand upon. At best, an atheist can be a consequentialist of some kind, and most of them leech off of already established religious morality and pretend like it's something that can be produced by evolution, which is ridiculous. But I digress. When slavery is mentioned in the Torah, for instance, there is the possibility of chattel slavery, where you own someone, but this is very uncommon. Most often what is spoke of is debt slavery, other forms of slavery like that, wherein the person still has certain rights and dignities and must be released on the seventh year, can choose to remain part of the household, etc. In fact, the Torah explicitly condemns kidnapping people and making them slaves. And when it lists the commandments, slaves are listed separate from the property of a man. Now, this might not sound ideal to modern ears. That's because modern ears have been shaped by Christianity for centuries, and so they are allergic to things like that. It was Christianity, more than anything else, that abolished the slave trade in the West and has made the idea of chattel slavery so detestable in the ears of most modern people. Furthermore, some of these skeptics will say that God never really addressed the issue, or Jesus never really addressed the issue. That, too, is patently false. Jesus says, love your neighbor. And when they say, who is your neighbor? He tells the parable, which implies that everyone is your neighbor. We also have St. Paul instructing a brother in Christ to release another brother in Christ who is a slave. Now, people would say, why would God just say no slavery here, no slavery there? Well, God works gradually within the culture of the people. So he gives the most humane kinds of rules to the Israelites regarding slavery. And this morality is fine-tuned and perfected throughout the Old Testament and finds its climax in Jesus Christ and his holy church. And it is the Catholic Church who has done the most in the world to condemn and abolish slavery. So the next time a skeptic tells you that God condones slavery but won't allow you to mix fabrics, look them in the face and tell them they're ridiculous and that they do not know what they are talking about. By the way, that thing about mixing fabrics, it's a symbolic meaning. You would have no idea because you're not open to metaphysical truths and you don't understand what symbolism is. But again, I digress. Have a nice day.